fans say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Zaven Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. Touchdown! Demetrius Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught it the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Darnold's throw on the money to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play call.
Well, I tell you what, when he popped out, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
2nd and 9. On play action, it's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Jackson now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll roll him out right. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of former Jets, Darnold to Anderson, 1st down Carolina. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Moore now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Murray gets this one to Isabella, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Second down and 3.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Under 10, under 10, 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. pushing his way through. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Play action. It's Darnold. Flushed out right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want him to catch the football first.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Marcus Golden, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, Any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set to return it. Here's Moore. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He's coming.
Play action. Now it's Murray. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Darnold.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Darnold steps away. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Terrace Marshall
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Pride. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Darnold on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
To throw is Darnold. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Panthers.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He's going to look deep for more.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Moore now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game. They've got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Murray. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Connor, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, but now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Darnold from the gun. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Going quickly out wide to Moore. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 24, Darnold. Flushed out right. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. To the air again, Darnold. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here's Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper,
Yeah,
goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Moore now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Cardinals take over the first down team at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys,